I thought today would be a perfect day to join up with little Swoleo right here. What's up, little Swoleo? Keep waving. Hi, Swoleo. Swolenormous Nation. Say hi. Hi, Swolenormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Liking, thank you for sharing, and let's get this train back on the tracks, because yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, I forgot to do Daily Swole Club. What an asshole. This guy is an asshole. I forgot to announce Daily Swole Club, so I will make sure to take care of that today and make wrongs right. I will promise you a Daily Swole Club. I promise. I promise you get that Daily Swole Club. I promise you. I promise. Papa Swoleo promise. There's nothing more ironclad than a Papa Swoleo promise. Welcome everyone to episode 358 of the Daily Motherfucking Swole, the most muscular podcast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. And as you can see, yoked like it ain't no joke, we are going to get nuked from our head to our feet because Papa Swoleo is feeling like going extra balls deep. Bam! All the way in today. All the way in. All the way in. Knowledge scissoring. Just going to town. Going to town. Yes, hashtag Daily Swole Club. Like and share the broadcast. Thank you for joining me at 12 noon Eastern Time on Facebook Live right here, of course, at Swolenormous. Thanks for listening to the podcast on SoundCloud and the iTunes, and catching it on YouTube if you're catching this on YouTube. Leg day. Eric, what's going on? So, amazing. How long have I been lifting? I've been lifting for a long fucking time. 16, 17 years, something like that. Everyone, as you know, Swole Good Mobility classes begin on Monday. Did the orientation yesterday. It went amazing, so everyone knows what is going to go down, the daily release of videos, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, what you're getting for mobility, foam rolling, when to expect your first yoga class. All those things were dropped yesterday in orientation, what you need to get in order to prepare yourself for the week. So we're just ramping up. So anyone that has not jumped on, that missed the pre-order access sale, you can still open enrollment right now for just $47. There's a link in the description here. It'll take you right to the page, and you can sign up right away and get in before Monday's first class. Remember, they're live classes, but you can watch them later. So it's live, but if you can't catch it live, you can still catch it and use all the amazing content. It's going to help you get more flex. It's going to help you open up muscles and open up muscle tissue and soft tissue that you didn't know that you had, didn't know that you needed. And it's going to improve your strength. It'll help you shed more fat, build more muscle, and get out of pain. So it's hands down, it's what I do. You probably see my videos floating around the internet. You're going to love it. You're going to love all the education, all the workouts, all the next level shit. Brace yourself, it's coming hot. That's right, Tony, it sure is. Today is a great episode because it's how to warm up properly, the proper sequence for warming up. And all begins with your general and specific and then your activation exercises. So you probably seen my Q&As. You've seen the Q&As where I'm on the step mill, I'm getting my heart rate up. That's a general warm up. So first things first, you want to start with your general warm up. Number one, you get your heart rate up, get your body temperature rising. What that does is it allows your body to prepare for exercise. It tells your body that you're coming. It activates your sympathetic nervous system. It just gets your heart rate up, gets your body temperature up, allows things to be flowing and stretching and moving more freely. When something is warmer, it can stretch and it's more malleable. So your ligaments, all your body temperature increases and you can prime for movement. Yeah, rowing's okay, Jay. Yeah. J-Joy. Rowing's fine. Rowing, stepping, walking, hell, doing some jumping jacks. I don't do jumping jacks, but getting your heart rate up, like a general warm-up, just getting your body like primed, literally getting your body warm. Then you have your specific warm-up. Then you have either what I like to recommend is like a little Swolga flow. Do a little, maybe a minute, upward dog, downward dog, a few vinyasa flows. You can do some dynamic stretching. These are all things that are going to be covered in Swole Good Mobility in physical video detail. But you want to do movements that will mimic what you're going to do. So for example, you do your general warm-up, but it's leg day. So you're going to do dynamic stretching and warming up for your legs. You're going to do chest day. You're going to do upper body mobility exercise to mobilize your scapula and your shoulder and get blood flow up there and start, preparing those stabilizer muscles to fire for upper body. So you do your general and then you do your specific. So it's a 1-2 punch. Let your body know that it's time for exercise, and then your specific warm-up is going to be more tailored to what you're going to do and target in your actual workout. If you're doing a total body workout, you're gonna do a total body specific warm-up with different ranges of motion. And what that entails is doing things that are like moving rotationally, twisting. You're gonna be doing things that are going front to back and side to side. You wanna hit all different planes of motion because you want to warm your body up. You wanna prepare it for the unknown. You wanna prepare it for what you cannot predict, right? So once you have that, you're still not done. You don't just do, for example, 10 minutes on a step mill and then do a little twisting, a couple push-ups, and you're ready for a bench press. No, then you have to do some type of activation exercise to fire those stabilizers. First you mobilize them, you kind of get your body used to moving in the different directions with your specific warm-up. Then you're going to fire those stabilizers. You want to get those muscles that are designed to create control around the joints. You want to get those firing so it can keep you protected during your strength training. So for example, we're using strength training as the focus for this workout. So for example, for chest, the best thing to do would be something like a band chest press with a slow eccentric, doing very super slow push-ups to activate your stabilizer muscles. Focus on the eccentric contraction, the lowering the negative. You can do something unstable with your hands on uneven surfaces, but generally body weight, light resistance, but slow controlled movements to fire those type 1 stabilizer muscles. This is what most people miss. They do their warm-up on the treadmill or the Stepmaster or the step mill, the rotating stairs. They'll do a few push-ups and they'll hop on the bench press and start repping it out. First off, that way you're only egging on the compensations you already have. So you're already creating more problems. First off, you didn't activate the muscles that are gonna compensate and collaborate with those muscles that do the chest press. So you're not activating your middle and lower trapezius, you're not activating your posterior deltoid, you're not activating your posterior rotator cuff. These are all things that are going to stabilize your shoulder joint during bench pressing. You're gonna stabilize your scapula during bench pressing. If you're not activating these muscles before you do bench press, they are not turning on. They're sleeping. They're still on vacay. Okay? They're not punched in yet. And what you're gonna do is jump in to your workout and you're gonna fuck these muscles up. You're gonna tear your rotator cuff, you're gonna pull your levator scapula, some shit like that. And notice how when you hurt your chest or your shoulder, when you do a bench press or you're doing kind of you don't hurt your chest. You're like, oh, I tore my pec. No, you hurt your rotator cuff. Because there's a very small amount of space underneath and inside your shoulder and very small, delicate muscles that are controlling the position of the head of your humerus. They're controlling the shoulder position. So if you're not controlling the shoulder position, you're adding weight, you have a lot of resistance and a lot of movement, and you're gonna get rubbing, inflammation, and tears. So it's very important that you're activating the right muscles. So you have your general warm-up, your specific warm-up, and then your activation. And these are things, this warm-up, band warm-ups are the end-all be-all. Band warm-ups are great because it's progressive resistance. And these are all concepts that are going to be covered in the brand new Swole and Mobility program group. So this is literally what's going to be covered. How to do band warm-ups, how to do your foam rolling to prep for upper body day, to prep for lower body day, how to do these activation exercises. So every class is going to be a little bit different, and you can take notes, you can study them, you can replay them. These are things that you're going to be able to use over and over again in your workouts intermittently, okay? So you get the live, they're live for a week until the next class. You are going to have so much content that's going to help complement your resistance training. So whether you are into practicing yoga already, whether you are into resistance training already, whether you are into, whether you have pain already, whether you are struggling to lose weight, whether you're struggling to build muscle or increase strength, this is something that if you're not an expert on, if you're not really proficient in this, you have to get involved, because if you are missing out on this massive portion of your training, you are going to have pain. You're going to get injuries. And I am not saying that if you do Swole Mobility and the programming and you do the 9-day dash, you'll never get hurt. I'm never gonna say that, because you can't predict everything. Accidents happen. However, if you prepare for it, if you do your rehabilitation and your stability exercises and strengthening the muscles that are commonly weak when injuries occur, you are drastically reducing your risk for injuries. You are drastically reducing your risk and the presence of pain in your life. And if any of you have been working out, if any of you have been working out for any amount of time, chances are you have an injury or pain or something nagging. Trust me, it does not get better. It does not get easier. You're not gonna have less pain, only more. This is something, I'll tell you what, this is the honest truth. And I do all these exercises, I do all these classes, all these movements, everything that's in Swole mobility, this is what I do myself. And all these things I tell you about general, specific warming up, this is what I do myself. This is the shit that people don't do. That's why you maybe haven't heard of it too much. This is the stuff that people don't do, and that's why people mostly get hurt and don't get results. These things that are gonna be going down, the live classes in Swole mobility, this is what you wish you did before you got hurt. Because if you do get hurt and you go to physical therapy, this is most of the shit that you're probably gonna see. And you're gonna be hurt, you're gonna be injured, you're gonna barely be moving or walking or lifting your shoulder. This is the stuff you wanna do now. You wait to start doing proper warm-ups, you wait to start doing proper mobility, you wait to do proper yoga classes, yoga flows, you are going to be fucked. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. You will break apart. You'll fall apart. It's a ticking time bomb. It's going to happen. You're going to have an injury, and it's something that will very, very likely be able to be drastically prevented by doing different planes of motion, by doing stabilization, by doing mobility exercises. Rotator cuff gains don't get me laid. Neither does a sling, bro. That's true. And that's a huge point. That's a great point, Chris. One of the things and one of the problems with these muscles, with these stabilization exercises, is that they're not glamorous. They don't work muscles that are gonna be bulging out of the skin. You're like, oh yeah, I look amazing. They're gonna complement things you do. They're gonna work deep. You know, we always go balls deep on the Swole. Papa Swole always goes balls deep. But this goes deep. It goes deep in the joint. It goes deep to stabilize your muscles. It gets in there. It gets to the muscles that don't get hit when you're doing a bicep curl, that don't get hit when you're doing a chest press, that don't get hit when you're doing a pull-up. These muscles don't get hit. I'm telling you, factually, they do not get activated maximally. But these are the muscles that are most responsible for stabilizing the joint. Do you want to go squatting 250 pounds when your joints are not stable? Do you want to go lifting and doing a bench press, doing a shoulder press when your joints are not stable? Do you want to walk down the street or play with your kids or throw a football around knowing your joints are not stable and that you're going to tear something and maybe be in a fucking cast for 6 weeks? It's not cool. It's not cool. Yeah, you might not be feel like the most amazing, the most amazing person on earth by doing some of these. You might feel foolish doing some of this. Why am I on one leg? Why am I going slow? I'm wobbly. Man, this is really tough. Yeah, it's hard. The reason why it's hard is because you're not good at it. The reason you're not good at it is because you never do it. And if you never do it, you're not getting the benefits from it. And trust me, from someone that you listen to, trust me, everything I tell you, I'm telling you because these are facts. This is just straight facts. Holla fucking lulia, these are facts. You can work out all the time. The top bodybuilders in the world, they do yoga. They do deep tissue massage. What do you think foam rolling and Swole is? That's what it is. It's mobility and yoga focused around building muscle, doing resistance training, but balancing it out with the proper mobility and functionality. That's what it is. And missing out on that is just foolish. It's short-sighted and foolish. If you're in it for the long haul, if you truly want results and you're in it for the long haul, you need to start doing these things. You need to start warming up properly. You need to start doing your general warm-ups properly. You need to start thinking about your specific warm-up and what you're doing for your specific warm-up. You need to start thinking about how you're activating the muscles, how you're activating the rotator cuff, the hip stabilizers, how you're activating the ankle complex, how you're activating the stabilizers of the knee, how you're activating the pelvic floor muscles, how you are turning this shit on so you prevent these injuries and get better results. What about scar tissue? Scar tissue is just, little cellular matrices that, get created when your body is repairing. Will it stabilize? It's not, scar tissue isn't something that stabilizes. Scar tissue is something that is a byproduct of your body's repair mechanisms. Scar tissue can limit mobility, and mobility training can help mobilize scar tissue and break through it in many instances. You know, a lot of times scar tissue can be in different forms and different levels. I'm not an expert on scar tissue. That's a medical issue, but you know, manual therapy and manual, you know, getting in there can help break up scar tissue. You can always check with your physician on that. Weather's getting bad, I may lose signal. Well, we're done here anyway. So thank you for joining me for episode 358 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular podcast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. 358 live every day at 12 noon Eastern time on Facebook at Swolenormous, YouTube at Swolenormous, and SoundCloud and iTunes podcast at Swolenormous. Like, share, hashtag Daily Swole Club for a one-on-one. For a one-on-one with Papa Swolio. Papa Swolio, here we go. Papa Swolio, Papa Swolio. This is how Papa Swolio rolls. Eric Carter. Eric Carter is today's winner of the Daily Swole Club. Everyone, float some thumbs up. Congratulations, Eric. Throw some thumbs, throw some thumbs. Eric Carter, congratulations on pulling in today's Daily Swole Club. So make sure you message me on my Facebook page. And anyone else that still has to set up their one-on-one, make sure you message me on my Facebook page at Swolenormous so we can get that set up. One-on-one, FaceTime, voice call, whatever you want to do. Let me get to know you and help you get absolutely yoked like it ain't no joke. So congratulations, Eric Carter. Remember, Eric, message me on my Facebook page so you can set up your time for the Daily Swole Club. Thank you, everyone, joining me for episode 358 of the Daily Mother Swole. Peace out, peace out, peace out. See you tomorrow for episode 359. Later.